Hello, everyone, and welcome to the back half of round number 2 at the 2020 Ledgestone Insurance Open. Terry Miller, the disc golf guy, joined by special guest Paul Ulibarri, down here slumming it on the fourth card after Uli has to perform on lead card this very round. But Uli, we saw a little bit of struggle from this really talented card, but they seem to struggle on the front. Think they're going to pick it up on the back?
Well, I don't know because this course does not get any easier on the back nine, Terry. I mean, there's a couple gettable holes, but for the most part, if you're off, like worst case scenario going back here. But like you said, we do have a couple of the best players on the planet, followed by some people that are no stranger to lead cards. So,
well, hole 10 does not get any easier. I mean, we just talked about that. Hole 10, if you're left or right, and you're not in the center of the fairway, you're almost, there's no way to get birdie, right?
Right, which is a 30-foot radius. So you have to not only throw a good shot, an excellent shot, you have to get a good break in order to be in a kind of a perfect position, which it looks like McBeth has done. I mean, that's perfect. Picture perfect, like you're never going to see a better shot, honestly.
I was just saying, as we were talking about the difficulty, McBeth threw the best shot ever, and Trevor doesn't quite get through the initial gap.
Yeah, and like I said, I felt like if one of these guys or two of these guys could get their round of 4, 5, 6 under par, especially with how bad they struggled at the beginning, I mean, that's still putting them right on that top 10 mark with, really tough course coming in Eureka, but that place has big time stroke swings, different, so you can make a big move.
And Marwede, not quite as far as Paul, but if there's a second best ever shot, that's pretty close to it. Great shot by Marwede, and we'll see if Chris Dickerson can pick things up. That's turning right, hits one of the gap trees, and then kicks to the left, and a frustrated exhale out of Chris Dickerson.
Absolutely. Like, that's a tough shot. But I outdid him. You see those signs over there on the right? I went in between those two signs, which isn't even possible. I threw the worst shot ever in the history here, but I got really lucky. So
sometimes that's what it takes. And Dickerson, you saw a little bit of the, ribbons there. I think there's some bees that are actually, it says caution, there's bees. So that can come into play. It looks like he's past them, and what a great recovery shot.
Yeah, he's going to have a little 20-footer for par. That's not bad on this hole. And I feel like this whole course averages over par. So if you get a par, you're beating somebody out there. And then if you get a birdie, you're beating the whole field, I guess.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. This is the sixth most difficult, averaging 4.3. And,
those are little tricks that you can do, honestly, though, Terry. If you can tell yourself on all these holes, hey, par's good, that's tough to do, especially if you're an aggressive player. But if you can tell yourself, like, hey, it doesn't even matter. Like, if I take par, I'm beating a lot of people and I'm not really losing strokes, it can be kind of a calming thought process for sure.
Trevor's jumper was just a bit high, but he's going to still walk away with the par. McBeth and Dickerson are right next to one another. McBeth, though, for birdie.
And he's on a birdie streak, Terry. Can you believe this?
I mean, I wasn't going to get too cocky, but I feel like I could have got up and down for the birdie from where he put that drive. That was nice work. Dickerson, a different pressure because this is just a safe par. What pressure?
Yeah, 20 feet should be doesn't when it's for the world title, I don't know. I've never had a putt from that distance from the world title, but I'm guessing it seems double the distance. That's the only scenario that I would say would make that hard for these guys.
would you rather have a 5-foot tap in for the world title, or would you rather bang a 50-footer to win it, assuming you hit it? Which would you rather have?
A 5-foot tap in, because there's no way I'm banging a 50-footer. That's spelling 3-putt all day for me. So I'll take number
Uh,
2, Terry.
all right. I mean, I'm telling you, you make it though. You'd
Oh,
still
I make
rather
it.
have had, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the 50-footer if you guarantee me making it. Talk about
Oh, okay.
talk about like excitement.
Okay. Okay. Well, hole 11, 380, scattered trees, a tunnel shot, a slight turnover, a sloped green. Yeah. No big deal, right?
Yeah, Paul's gonna have to throw this with a slight bit of hyzer, hit that gap, and then have a quick flip at that kind of middle pinch point in order to get a good shot.
I feel like he was kind of doing what you said, but it flipped earlier than even you mentioned, and it stayed in the fairway for him. He's got to be happy with that.
This is the play that'll get you to about a 30-foot putt short right or pin high right. This is not one that'll usually park it, but it kind of
And
guarantees the par because you're going to hit that first gap. The backhand, if you can see these trees on the left, if you hit those, it's bogey territory, which is kind of easy to do when you're throwing the backhand.
I was just gonna say what what we heard from Trevor. He said, "Hey, Paul, I took your route. I felt like he flipped it up, but hit an inside gap that he wasn't trying to hit, but it worked out." Here's the more traditional gap right up the middle. Oh, jeez. Dickerson isn't having it.
No, he's a bit frustrated, and that's those kind of rounds happen to where you're not trending very well, and then you finally throw a good one, and of course the course designer left the middle tree, and you're just like, why am I here? Who am I? Should have taken up basket weaving like my grandma told me to do. I,
Have you ever had the Dickerson dog, Sam, I think his name is? Have you ever had him like scowl or growl at you?
oh yeah,
Well, that's what I feel like Dickerson, just that look on his face a moment ago when he turned away from the tee. That's I felt like that was his inner dog reaching out to us.
yeah. I mean, that they say that the dogs kind of look like their owners, so.
Marwede just off the left side cage, almost draining it. McBeth aggressive with it, goes deep by 18 feet.
I'm gonna give Dickerson the green light, especially after I accidentally made fun of him not on purpose. It just came out wrong. That's all. Oh, and oh no.
That's all I'm here for, is to trying to trick you into calling Dickerson a dog.
Yeah, no, that's no. Dickerson is a handsome, handsome young man. So is his dog.
Trevor's not able to capitalize, and this hole showing you why it plays 3.42. Oh no.
Paul also showing you why.
Dude, you're not helping the average there, Paul.
No, he's showing you why it's averaging, over par, and that's just one of those mistakes. Like I said, you just you're not playing well. You finally get on a birdie streak. You have a decent drive, catch a bad kick, run the putt, don't take your time. I mean, it happens just like that. We've all done it.
Well, now in real time, there's probably about a 45-minute wait before these guys throw the signature hole number 12. And as you can see, even drones are sometimes challenged. This hole is so difficult. 1,050 feet, Uli.
Yeah, the drone needs 2 batteries. I heard that you need 2 battery packs and a backpack. You gotta pack a lunch.
What are you trying to do just off the tee here?
Okay, so backhand is the play off the tee. If you throw a sidearm, you'll get pinched in right. There's no way for the sidearm to really put you in a good position if you're looking at any sort of opportunity to get the par/birdie. Backhand will drift you down to a correct spot and kind of keep you from the right side. Left is better than right. And yeah, that's the play. You want to just kind of throw something, not something that's turning over too fast and not something that turns over and comes back. You want it to hold an anhyzer kind of the whole way. That's decent.
Yeah.
That's not even in position for really the birdie. To put
really?
that,
Okay.
put that in perspective. Yeah, you need it to be even farther right so that you can get more air under the disc, because if you look over to the left, there's still a low ceiling.
Well, McBeth's was clean and Marwede's pretty clean. Not quite the distance, but we saw McBeth land about, I think it looks like about 5 feet in front of the short pad.
Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, I'm not saying that like that's not a good shot.
You
That's
wouldn't take it.
oh my gosh, it's probably going to be the best shot on the card. But that's how hard this hole is. Is it in order to have a look at birdie? Like, I mean, it has to be better than that.
Yeah, and we saw that turnover a little too much there for Dickerson, and now Trevor, who's got the most work to do. I mean, he's just fighting to find a spot on the fairway before the turn. I mean, that's trouble still.
So
Or
look,
a lot of work.
so Marwede was in a perfect spot, perfect sidearm, but there's still no way for him to get birdie. Like, he's just trying to kind of pitch over that spot there. Look like.
Yeah, he's down in that lower lying area. I mean, he's in good position from there, but and we see Dickerson trying to lay up just short of the bridge. And Trevor is pinched up against this tree.
Yeah, but he likes to throw in and out little hyzers, so this could be doable still. He pulls it, though.
Yeah. You know, he's worried about that left side, and then looks like he put a really good move on it, but it hits the trees on the right.
See, if Paul was over to the right by that green one, he's looking a lot better than even this spot, even though this is also good. Is he going roller?
Yeah, he was trying it, and I mean, he could have went thumber, he could have went turbo putt. I mean, he could have went anything to throw it right into the gully there. That was not good.
No, but like I said, if he was, that's how specific this has to be. If he landed where Trevor is, see how Trevor's able to throw kind of hyzer flip, late turn, have the height required to get up there. That's what it takes. This hole is just brutal. Dickerson.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, it looks like he even has, you know, obviously the trees, but maybe even the bridge post there to deal with.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's right there in his swing plane, as you can see. And then that's the tough thing about this hole is a lot of it has to do with height, and it forces you to look at this fairway up there. Like, that is a 10-foot gap high, which is, in order to get the disc to the basket, it has to be high. And that's why you're not seeing a lot of or any birdies on this hole. Now, was he out of bounds or was he safe there?
I don't believe there's any area down there that's considered out of bounds that I know of.
Okay.
But he is in bounds. It's just a matter of he's obviously way out of position. I mean, he's just trying to flick that up. And, I mean, just really out of position is the best way to put it. And that was his third shot. Here's Marwede with his third shot.
And there's just no way this gets to the hole, the sidearm play. But I like the sidearm play because if you go left, there's out of bounds everywhere.
Now, McBeth pitching his fourth out into the fairway. And he still has a little work to do to, you know, just to throw down the tunnel. And Dickerson with a forehand. And the roller, you know, does what he wants. He wants it to be skinny to kind of, you know, have a better chance of fighting through some of those trees. And it looked like it did for a little while. What? A forehand by Trevor?
Not bad. Actually,
Oh, this is
great.
great. Yeah. McBeth asking, "What are you doing?" Well, at least you and I don't have to ask him then.
Yeah, he's doing a good job for us there, making our job easy. Yeah, just honestly a shame to see a drive like his kind of go to waste like that because he was in a perfect position. He could have thrown any disc in his bag, to get par, which if you get par on this hole, I believe there's only probably 10 pars or something in the tournament.
Yeah, not too many. I'll pull up the stats here. This hole averaged 6.72.
There you go.
Obviously, the first most difficult. And there was exactly one birdie during round 2. Isaac Robinson. Big shout out, Isaac.
Oh boy.
And who would guess, like you just said, McBeth throws one of the nicest drives, maybe of the not only the group, but one of the better drives, probably of the entire 179 person field. And here he is struggling. What's he going to pick up? A bogey, a double bogey?
Looks like a double bogey, I believe, is what he'll be picking up. I mean, Trevor played the hole pretty well with a great shot at the end and got bogey. So, McBeth, yeah, this should be, I believe, for a 7 ball corner pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, not too often you see a pair of double bogeys on a McBeth card at a tournament. I think back to hole, 4 when he also carded the 6 back there. It's a testament to how difficult this is. And hole 13 isn't much easier.
It's a lot easier than that. That hole's the hardest hole on the planet. But
Okay.
Andrew took a par. I think we didn't really reflect on that great par because that is a great par on the last hole. So good on him, and he'll have the honors coming into the 13, which basically you don't want to go left. So his sidearm is going to play well here. The whole
Until he flips over his sidearm and throws it straight left.
Well, a well-thrown sidearm will be the shot selection for this hole. Which you would think that Andrew's consistency with the sidearm, but that happens, man. Sometimes you just kind of over.
No, your call is 100% correct. I would fully expect that to be the good, safe, smart play by Andrew. It looks like he just maybe rolled his wrist or turned it over just a little bit and didn't have enough time to fight back. I feel like if there weren't bushes there, there would have been enough air for it to fight back. But a branch brought it in and said, "Hey, I'm keeping you OB." And McBeth he's in hurry up mode now. He's a little bit frustrated and he's just ready to throw. And that's a solid shot.
Yeah, that's what you see though from McBeth from time to time. He gets to a point where he just gets, like you said, frustrated, and then he just kind of goes. But a lot of times when he does that, he actually starts birdieing. So let's see if that happens. Marwede going with the sidearm again, flips it over, looking good. A little right, kicks. I don't know.
Flirts with that left side OB, but he's got a long look to save the birdie, which is pretty incredible. Or I'm sorry, to save the par because of the OB, but really good shot though from him.
Yeah, absolutely. He was deep back there.
Another little forehand by Trevor, just playing for position.
Dickerson threw a really great tee shot, just super controlled right in the middle. Oh, funny to me that he went backhand sidearm because I feel like it's the same 2 shots right here. But he did it.
A beautiful shot. Dickerson currently sitting 4 over on the round. Him and Marwede both started at 4 down. And Trevor asking for the skip. He's going to have a jumper or a stepper. Do they ever call him the hot stepper?
That's a
Turn
question
it up.
for him, I think. More than I've never personally called him the hot stepper before, but it sounds like it could stick.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's a '90s, like terrible '90s pop reference there, and I think we could make that happen. Oh, bang, bang!
What a save! What a save!
Incredible. And here's Trevor from about 1 foot outside the circle.
And about 1 inch low. So. Uh-oh.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that's just very uncharacteristic, and that's not the first one we've seen from him this round.
No, and I keep saying, like, hey, one of these guys could get on a birdie streak, get back to 5 or 6 under. That's not going to happen now.
We're running out of holes.
That's over. Yeah, now if they can get it back to even, stay at that 3 under mark, and then pop a couple 12s or 10s at Eureka, now they're looking at another run at maybe the championship. But yeah, the time's up. It's official. They did it. It's a bad round.
Round 2 wins.
Yeah. Northwood's still undefeated.
Hole 14, beautiful downhill shot, 330 feet. A little bit of a tunnel, or a lot of a tunnel, so to speak, right off the gate here. Oh, no. That kicks up near the basket. A forced smile out of Dickerson as that kicks down into the left.
Yeah, at this point, I think you're going to see a lot of those kind of grins that aren't really grins.
And Marwede's was leaking left and then hits a tree, so it doesn't have time to, hook up and finish on the green. Here's McBeth. I think this is a buzz, possibly. Wow, just over the basket.
Yeah,
that was the tower.
Huh? He definitely did.
And looks really good by Trevor. Gets a little love, and that is a tap in.
What a shot from Trev.
Now Dickerson looking straight uphill. I don't think he can see the pin, maybe.
No, I was right there, and there's just, you're done. Because you can't get the height right, and you can't see the bucket. So it's like you almost have a better shot of it going past the basket and floating backwards into the basket. That's the kind of shot he's dealing with.
He'll walk away with the par, and hole 14 has to be a little bit easier than it is. It averages 2.88, and it's the third easiest hole on the course.
And we're gonna see 2 birdies, maybe, if McBeth can. Or did McBeth? No, if McBeth can knock this down, which he hasn't proven so far that he can in the last 2 holes.
No, this is him for the tap in. He had already,
Oh, he already missed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I missed that part. Okay.
Christopher Meyer, quick shout out for him. He did ace this hole during this round. So huge shout out to him as we head over to hole 15, 320 feet. Danger everywhere. What's the plan on this one?
Danger everywhere. These guys are going to go pin hunting for sure. So I think they're going to want to try little baby Anheuser that kind of flexes back for Trevor.
Just flashes in front of them. No. Oh, no.
That's going to be a putt, though, for par. That's what you want to do. I mean, that's the aggressive play, kind of keeps you out of trouble. And even if you do go out of bounds, you have a 30-footer for par. I think we'll see Andrew throw the sidearm. Dickerson with the soft turnover.
Oh, no, that is insult to injury. He hits left, and then there is actually OB. I don't think the OB is even needed on that left side because you're just really kicking a guy when he's down. But Dickerson then stays OB.
Yeah, that's the story of this round, though, kicking these guys while they're down.
And also OB. The
course needs to calm down. These guys are having a tough round. It needs to just chill out. We get it. You're hard. We got it.
Simmer down. Simmer down. Here's McBeth with I think a buzz. Also. Okay. So he is just inside the OB line, just outside of the circle.
Yeah, and Trevor was inbound as well.
Yeah, I was momentarily mistaking that for OB, and it was actually just the 33-foot circle. Dickerson just trying to get the bogey and move on.
For another par save, and this is the only guy with a real shot at popping off a nice one this round, but he's going to take bogey.
Okay. Confident, kind of. I mean, it went in. It wasn't quite, dead center like we see from him typically.
Yeah, from the last holes, I'm going to say not confident, but now the next putt will be confident after he's able to calm the nerves after he makes it. So I'm guessing if he can get, few in a row, get back to let's say 5 under. That's not too bad.
Okay, he's going to have to birdie out to do that. And Dickerson continues to struggle. Dickerson now goes back to 4 over on the round and even overall. Trevor taps in, and Marwede takes the penalty bogey as well. Huge shout out to Paul there. One of his first ever days of working a camera, and he's getting all this disc golf guy bonus footage. So thank you so much, Paul and Dustin. Tunnel shots that lead to an opening, that lead to a hillside with the OB behind it, otherwise known as hole 16.
Yeah, pack a lunch here because you're going to need it.
Back on hole number 16. This has also undergone a number of changes throughout the years. And good shot or no? As Paul,
not bad. He's going to be in position. He'll be able to stretch a sidearm to the opening, and then if he's able to make that shot work out, then he's got a shot at birdie. This is, I said, pack a lunch, man, because you're going to need it on this long, long quest to save par. This is one that's a rare birdie. And
yeah, he's, a little cabbage on that left side. Meanwhile, we saw Trevor's shot, which is almost perfect. A little more distance if you want to get greedy, but he's in the center of the fairway on the short grass, and that's where you want to be. We'll see if Marwede can. We see him with a rare backhand off the tee.
Yeah, I like this play. I like the hyzer play because it kind of sets you up to. You don't really have to worry about the left-hand side. I mean, you do have to throw it hard enough to get past that out of bounds, but at this level, that shouldn't be that difficult.
And that's so impressive. I can't say enough how great that was of a shot by Chris. Now, here's something I want to ask you, Yuli. Look at where Marwede is, just 12 feet to the right of Trevor, and if his lie is any better or worse with the angle.
Marwede's in a perfect spot for his game.
Yep.
Because he likes that sidearm route. And actually, Trevor's in a perfect spot for his game.
Gotta love Trevor it when the plan works out.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
And there you go. See, that was awesome because they both played very well to their own strengths.
So McBeth's going to need to get through the gap as well, like we saw by Dickerson. Little Annie flex.
Great shot, Paul.
Yeah, great shot as well. Looks like they've gotten through the tough part of this hole, right?
They have. Looks like Dickerson's going to plan the roller here, which the hole shapes up well for that. Up on the hillside on the right there, he should be able to kind of drop it down left and hope. Oh, man. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good from there.
Flag.
Yeah, absolutely. That was good. I mean, he was off a little bit in his probably with what he wanted, but to get pinned high from the spot that he was with the tough run up, that was pretty good. That's a typical shot from back there, is to land it a little bit short just because it's all uphill, and so you don't think you need to throw it as hard, but you really do. And you see kind of the trickiness of that get them both. Let's see if Trevor can learn from their mistake.
Yeah, give it a little bit more. He's saying, "Oh no," but yet it was the best approach out of the group.
Yes. Yeah, and I guarantee that McBeth and Marwede thought that they were parked.
Long jumper. I mean, uphill, 66 feet, and he actually is high. So that was a really solid bid. Well, if there's two things we learned, it's that you'll predict the wrong shot by Marwede and that he'll hit off the front of the cage.
I didn't want any part of saying what was going to happen there.
And there it is, McBeth, just outside the circle.
Yeah, he had the second worst drive. He's going to get the birdie. Trev had probably the best drive. He's going to get the birdie. So we got a good scramble and then just a well-played hole.
Yeah, one of them went
in. And this is the second most difficult hole on the course. So the fact that our card is going to go 2 down on it is very impressive. It averaged 5.67, which is incredible. So these guys played it in 4.5, I think. I don't know. There's some math. All right. 17 uphill, 330 feet, a very tight tunnel. And maybe worse than the fact that it's the tunnel, anything off the fairway is just jail, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You get off left or right, and it's just super tough. This backhand gap's very, very skinny. I think if I've learned anything, Marwede's going to throw a sidearm. And if he doesn't, I'm done with commentary. Did McBeth make it or throw it on the group? What happened there?
Yeah. So he got up there. He's got, I think, a circle 2 putt. And then the card in front of them, was not cleared out, which was obviously a surprise to them. So they jumped out and said, "Hey, hold up. We got to clear out here." Trevor's hyzer flip, just a little low and a little bit left. Chris keeping that one low, but looked like it turned over and got caught up on the left side.
All right, Marwede, my commentating career depends on you. Yes.
The question is, does it pay off? And, well, for hitting a tree, that's the best possible outcome. He's dead center fairway looking to get up and down and still walk away with a 3.
And I'm guessing this hole's going to play over par. So that's not bad.
Good, solid forehand approach there by Trevor. Awkward stance by Dickerson. Marwede's got the long jumper from about 100.
Oh, give it to him. Wow, what a putt. And you said best case scenario for hitting a tree? Absolutely. You get to keep your job as well. What a putt.
Incredible, yeah. McBeth from, looks like inside the circle.
So funny how McBeth can miss 28 putts, throw out of bounds 9 times, scramble on every hole. He's almost beaten the card.
Trevor, little hand, maybe moisture or something wasn't working for him there. And that's unfortunate because that would have been a great par save for him. Dickerson's going to save the par. And then, like we said, Marwede and McBeth both taking the birdies. This averaged 3.21. So you were exactly right that it's over par and the 9th most difficult hole on the course.
Yeah.
So we head over to hole 18. What a gorgeous finishing hole at this very challenging Northwood Gold course. And gorgeous, but you really want to walk off this with the birdie. Is this a foregone conclusion? Should everybody be taking a birdie here?
No, absolutely. I mean, this is going to be the easiest hole on the course, I'm guessing. I mean, look at this fairway. You could do whatever you want. The only thing you cannot do is miss right, which happens sometimes to people. They'll miss right, but then you just pitch to the middle. You get up and down, easy par. So this is not difficult.
Yeah, and you're right. 3.65 is what this averages as. And you just got to dump it anywhere out there. I mean, you saw Marwede hit an early tree, and he's still in great position.
Yeah, that's going to be easy little sidearm spike hyzer for him. That might be too far. No, that's perfect.
And the basket's up and to the right from where we just panned there a moment ago. Oh, I love this line. Finish out.
And it does, yeah.
Yeah, as we kind of shift on over to give you a look at where the circle is there. Good position for Trevor. Okay. That'll work.
Yeah, that'll end your round quickly. McBeth.
Okay. That's pin high. I thought he was giving us another clue from what we saw in the first half of the round when he said, "Oh boy," you were saying that they were pregnant, and so now I thought maybe he was just doing a gender reveal. Maybe not.
Maybe.
I do, as we're starting to close this out, I want to thank Uli first and foremost. I want to thank Ledgestone, Nate Heinold, the Pro Tour, Grip Equipment, everybody that helped support all of this, along with Dustin and Paul, who are out there hustling around. Oh, and a great hit there by Trevor. I also leave something in the comments. Tell us how you are or aren't loving. Well, you're loving the Uli commentary. Appreciate Uli joining me as we take another look at that. And you guys could win something. So make sure you leave us something in the comments. Give a like and a subscribe, all that YouTuber stuff. And make sure you check out Yuli's channel.
I appreciate
Yuli?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Another thing I would really appreciate is if these guys had a star frame to end this round so that we can all walk out of here with a good feeling. I think we have a good shot, and I'm not going to say I predicted it, but McBeth did birdie out. So, oh wait, well, he's still got to make this.
Spoiler, bro. All right,
Yeah,
we'll count it. Nice, good call. He does birdie out. He finishes just 2 under on the round to push him to 5. Trevor is trying to get to 1 under on the round to get to 4, and Andrew had 2 under on the round. Every stroke matters, Trevor. Nice work.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't outscore, the best players on the day, but they salvaged what they had to salvage, and decent round from the guys.
They maintained. Well, again, thank you guys. Look forward to round number 3. They're going to head over to Eureka. Huge shout out again to Yuli. This is the Disc Golf Guy, and we'll see you during round 3.